Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick video to show one of these different effects paints here. This one is Verdigris, which will simulate a kind of a oxidized patina that you would see on bronze or brass or copper. So these things are, you can get these three effects from a company called Dirty Down. You had to get them from the UK, so if you live in the States, it'll be a bit more difficult than if you live in Europe. But I wanted to try these out. This is going to be a really quick impressions video, I guess, on the Verdigris Effect. I'll maybe do some more on these other two later. So if I can get this in focus. This is a B2 Battle Droid from Star Wars Legion that I applied the Verdigris Effect to. I was going for kind of a bronze statue look for these guys. So I essentially diluted the Verdigris Effect with water and used it as kind of a wash on the Battle Droid, just to fill in all the little nooks and crannies, just like a wash would. And I'm pretty pleased with the result. I think it looks pretty cool. And just like with the other effects, the rust and the moss, the effect will be different based on if you dilute it or if you just lay it on straight from the bottle. Straight from the bottle, it's going to be a little thicker and give you more of a textured look. But if you dilute it, it'll be a little bit more like a wash like this. And since the effect is water soluble, after it dries, you can go back and manipulate it a little bit, and you can even kind of scratch some away. I don't know if you can really tell, but I kind of scratched at it a little bit after it dried to just give it a little bit more of a varied look, so it wasn't quite as smooth. And so that's this guy. I'm pretty pleased with it. I'll probably do the same thing with all the rest of the B2s in this squad. I have a substantial backlog of Star Wars Legion minis I'm trying to burn through between working on a couple of commissions. Also, disregard the basing on this guy. It's completely unfinished. I was originally going to make like a lava base, but my initial experiments at painting lava were a complete failure, so I'll probably do something a little simpler. Like, I don't know, something a little more in line with the bronze statue look. So that's this guy with kind of a washed, a diluted Verdigris Wash. Come on, get in focus. That's that guy. Now let me show what it would look like when it's a little less diluted. So this is a piece of scenery that I've painted. I painted it a while ago, but I just applied the Verdigris Effect to this little spot here. So this is more what it looks like when it's not diluted. You can see there's a little bit more texture to it, a little more variation in the color. I did also go back and scratch away some of it and wash away some of it, so it was a little thicker before. But straight from the bottle, it looks a bit more, I guess a bit more textured and there's more variation in the colors. So that's pretty much it. I'll maybe do another video at some other time on some of these other effects, the moss and the rust. I laid some of them out a little bit on some pieces of plastic to test out. The rust looks pretty awesome. You get a lot of variation in the colors based on the amount that you put on and the number of layers you put on. The moss so far I've been a little less impressed with. It seems like the moss basically works the exact same way as the Verdigris. It's just a different shade, which doesn't quite look like moss. But I want to experiment with it some more before I write it off. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching.